Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel TomKat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today I've got kind of a tutorial for you. I've had a ton of questions on my hand press that I use for my snaps and rivets and grommets, although I haven't done the grommets yet. But yes, I've got the dies for that. But it's just a really good kind of it's not really industrial, but kind of feels like an industrial hand press. And I got so many questions on how to use that, where I got it, yada, 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 and I'm going to be showing that all to you today. But before we get into that, today is Friday, which means we do have a Love Notions Feature Friday pattern, and today that pattern is the Arlington turtleneck and dress. Lovely pattern. It comes in quite a few different variations. Like I said, there's a dress, there's a cropped version that has like a band, there's just a regular shirt, there's a mock neck, there's a regular turtleneck, there's a bishop sleeve, there's straight sleeves, all sorts of things. I've made this a couple of times. I've made just a regular turtleneck with it. I've made like a little turtleneck sweater out of a sweater knit, and I've also made the dress. So lovely pattern. $5 today only. My code 10TK Stitchery gets you an additional 10% off that sale price. So if this is one that you're kind of want to make up for the cold months, if you're here in the Northern Hemisphere, it is a fantastic pattern to grab. So I would definitely get that one if you don't already have it. All right, hand press. So like I mentioned, I did the snaps on my barn jacket here. This is the Downtown Jacket by Pattern Emporium. Jenny did it on her chore jacket or barn jacket, which was the Seymour Parker. I did rivets on my Cargo Largos recently, and I did a ton because this is so easy. This hand press is so easy. I've done rivets and I've done snaps so far. I do have the dies to do grommets, which I will be doing probably not until the first of the year, just because I'm running out of time before the holiday season. But it's got quite a few different dies, and I need to find a die that does the jean buttons, like a tack button. I don't have that one yet, but I think it does exist. So I will be purchasing. The dies are super easy to come by. I got my press on Amazon. I'm going to show you everything up close here in just a second. Everything that came with it, plus something that I bought, the accessories that I bought, like the actual hardware to use with it. It all came from Amazon, which makes it really easy to shop for and to do replacements of like the snaps and the rivets and that sort of thing. God, what else? It's DZN Tools. I'll leave everything linked down below. So if you are interested in your own hand press, you can grab it from there. If you already own one and you're just scared to use it, hopefully I'm going to dispel any fear and you're going to start using it, and then you're going to want to put rivets and snaps on absolute everything, because that's kind of what's happened to me. I got this for Christmas last year, and I'm going to be real honest. I don't know that I'm kind of intimidated. I guess I was. I was kind of intimidated to use it. I just needed to sit down and figure it out. It took no time at all. The learning curve is very shallow on this. So without further ado, let's go above, and I'm going to show you everything that came with the press and how to use it. All right, so I'm above here, obviously. I'm just going to show you everything that came with the press, and then I'll readjust so you can actually see me using the press, and then the things that I bought. All right, so this is the press. This is the, see, I'm already sending things flying. This is the DZN Tools, what does it say? I don't even know what that says, but this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Again, it's linked down below if you're interested. And it comes with, so here in the top, with each die set, you're going to have a die that screws into the top here, and then one that slides into the bottom, and then there's a way to tighten it here with like an Allen wrench. And then it really is just a matter of pushing down the handle in order to set the whatever the die is that you're using. What came with this was the press, obviously. And then it came with, see, I bought one die. Just want to make sure I'm not showing you things it didn't come with. It came with single cap, a 9mm single cap rivet die. And that may be the only single cap. And I will tell you the difference here in just a second. Yeah, I think that's the only single cap. Yes. Okay, so it came with a 9mm single cap rivet die and a 9mm double cap rivet die. And the difference is that a double cap rivet die, and it looks like a rivet on either side. You see this a lot in bags, not so much in jeans and that sort of thing, but a lot of times it's the rivets that are in bags where it just looks the same on either side. That's a double cap rivet. A single cap rivet is one that it's the rivet, so the part of the metal on one side, such as this. So a double cap rivet would look the same on both sides. Single cap rivet, it looks like this on the back, where it's like a hole. That's what you see in jeans and pants and stuff, are the single cap rivets. So we've got, so the dies look a little bit different for those, because obviously one has, with our single cap, you've got the little prong that goes through, and you have like with the double cap, they look the same because you have each side of the rivet is that smooth cap. So on the double cap, they both have that, you know, kind of smooth side so that you don't get your rivet all weird. And then the single cap has one smooth side, and then the other side is this hole. So you put that bottom part of the rivet, the back part of the rivet, on that piece, and then there's the top. And again, I'll show you how to do these here in just a second. And then it also came with the Fashion Spring button die. So these are the snaps. And this is the other, actually. The snaps come with 4 pieces. The other half of that is actually in the die, or in the machine right now. But they come with a set for the female side of the button or snap, and a side for the male side of the snap. And you do want to make sure when you're buying that you're buying spring snaps. It's just a different type of snap. You just want to make sure that you're buying the correct type of snap. So it comes with a 12.5mm size and also the 15mm size. I have the 12.5mm. That's what I've been using on all of our jackets recently. And like my pants and stuff. I would be interested in buying some 15mm. And then it's really easy on Amazon. You just search 15mm fashion spring snaps, and that's what, you know, comes up. So then, yeah, so it comes with those two sizes. And then it also comes with an open ring prong snap button die. I've not used this, but an open ring prong is just a little bit different type of snap. It's the snap that just has like the open ring where it's got the fabric that's on the center of it. I don't know, you see that a lot on like baby onesies, stuff like that, if maybe that makes sense. I've not used this one yet, but that's what that one's for, that type of snap. And again, you would just search on Amazon 9.5mm open ring snaps in order to use that with this. Also remember, when we're dealing with metric, a lot of times that's European. A lot of times the European countries don't do 9.5, they do 9,5. Same thing. Okay, for those of us that are US. Okay, it also came with punch hole dies, a 2mm size and a 4mm size. I don't like these. I don't use these. Instead, I use my my own hole punch. I just prefer this, a leather punch. But you can use these, and it also came with the brass bottom. Yeah, brass base, and that's what you use with these. So you want these hitting that brass base because that's a soft metal, so it doesn't dull your punches as easily. But yeah, that's what those are, the 2 different size punches, and we'll see why we need those here in a second. And then it came with an eyelet grommet die for, it doesn't say the size, it just said number 3, and I had a dickens of a time figuring out what that meant. And I bought some, and they're too small. So anyway, I don't know that I'm going to use this size very much, but it did come with it. I bought a different eyelet grommet set, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second. But this is what came with the machine. And then it comes with all of your little parts, like extra screws, an extra little nut there, an extra base for this part, and then that Allen wrench that I told you about. And that's what we use to tighten and loosen this bolt right here that I'll show you here in just a second. Okay, so that's everything that comes with it. The stuff that I have bought additionally are the actual rivets. These are, I think these are double cap or single cap? No, I can't remember. These are, I think these might be double cap. I have not used these yet. I'm pretty sure these are double cap. Yeah, they are. They're double cap. So this is what the double cap means. You've got basically the rivet, and this is what my other rivets look like too. It's just that they go into a different type of base, and this one goes into this little cap. So that it looks, once they're together on either side, they both have that cap. So this is a double cap one. Okay. And then I've also purchased, again, I've not used any of these yet. And then I also purchased, this is the 12.5 millimeter snaps. Just, I mean, this is very nice. Like, it just comes with a whole bunch of different colors. We've used quite a few already. Again, Amazon. I have it all linked down below. And then I just purchased a larger die set, and this is for a, I think it's 9 millimeter. It's 3/8 of an inch. I think it's 9 millimeter though. But it goes with 3/8 of an inch grommets, because we're going to be doing these little denim corsets for Jenny and I for our daughters. And anyway, it comes with the actual, I wanted a large grommet because they're going to be putting lacing through it. But yeah, that's why I bought this to go with this. All right, so, and then I also, like I mentioned, I like to use my leather punch. I'll have this link down below as well to make my holes instead of using the punch on this. But let's go change viewpoints, and I will show you how this works. All right, so first I'm going to show you how to do the double cap rivet die, which is right here, 9 millimeter. This is a double cap rivet, so it's got two, like, caps on it, hence double cap. All right, so for each of the dies on this, and this is not just this brand, this is like all brands. Again, you've got one that's got like a screw on the end, and the other one that just like fits into the bottom. That's how you know which one goes which. So the one that fits into the bottom just slides in here, and you can tighten it. And again, there's that Allen wrench, which is right here. If you want to tighten that bolt, I find you often don't have to. And then the top piece screws in. So we're just going to screw in. Now, again, if you were wanting to use the punch that comes with this, you would need to do that step first. But again, I just like to use my handheld. I just find it much easier. So what I'm going to do is I've got some scraps of fabric here that we're going to be putting rivets into. Let's set this aside. We've got our rivet that's right here. I want to find the size, and you want it to maybe be a little bit smaller than what the actual rivet is, and that's probably good. I know that just because this is the size I was using for my single cap, which are the same, it's the 9 millimeter. I don't have any more single cap, otherwise I'd show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole in the fabric, and typically with rivets, you've got a ton of, see, I punched a hole of layers. I don't really have that with this, so it's going to be kind of loose. But we're just going to take the long piece and we're going to stick it through. That's going to be the front of whatever, you know, bag, whatever you're doing. And then this bottom piece is going to fit onto the back like that, okay? So we're going to put the bottom here on the bottom of this. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to put this one, into the bottom part there. We're going to pop that on. And you can kind of push that on with your fingers and it pops on. And then literally go slow. It's just a matter of cranking down, and you can feel when it gives. And there you go. It's that easy. Now, again, you would probably have a lot more layers here. This has got a lot of gaping. But that is how you do a rivet, really both the rivets. Again, the other rivet has a little spike that comes up because the bottom of the rivet sits on that, as opposed to this being the double cap. So that is the rivet, super easy. Then we can just pull out the bottom, unscrew the top. I save all of my little bags here though, because they say what the things are. And that way we don't get confused. Helps keep things organized. So that is the rivet. For the snap, we have to do a couple of different, 2 different steps. Because again, we have a female snap and a male snap. So I'm going to open up my snaps here real quick. And we're going to pull out, you are going to need the actual snap. That's the female part. And then you are going to need the male part, which looks like that, like the little hat. So I know you can't see them. I'm just laying them out here. And then you're going to need a back, this little piece here. And it goes, the back, usually the pictures here, goes with the male side. And then the cap, so this is what you see from the right side here, goes with the female side. Okay, so you've got 4 pieces per snap. Oops. And then I just broke the box that those come into. And again, these are the 12.5 millimeter size. And it doesn't matter which one you do first, like which side you do first. Often I do the female side first, just because it's like the one that's on the outside. All right, so we are going to need this piece. This is for the female side, so it's just the smooth, and you can tell by the bottom, this is what goes into the bottom of the press. And then for the top, we want the little piece that kind of has a prong, because it's going to fit into that little piece and smush it down. We'll see what I mean here in just a second. So that goes into the top. All right, just like with our rivet, we want to make our hole. And then we're going to stick the cap through the hole here. And then that's going to fit right there into that die like so. And then the female side, which is this side, goes on top like that. And then it's literally just a matter pressing down, and you can feel it give. And it pushes the metal and smushes it down. So there's the female side. And then you'll want to mark where you want the male side. And don't forget that your female side and your male side have to be able to connect. So like whether that's, snapping over like this, or with a coat, it changes like what's up and what's down. Okay, so now we've got to switch our dies. So I'll pull out that bottom one and put that one down. And then unscrew this one. Obviously, I do all the, for instance, all the female side first, and then go back and do all the male side, so you're not having to constantly switch out your dies. All right, so now I want to be able to fold this scrap like this, okay? So I want my male side to be popping up on this side. So I'm going to push the little, this little rivet part here through, and there's that popping up. And then this hole in the rivet goes on top of this little post here, like that. Then you put the little hat on. And then again, and you can feel it give. And there. And then they snap together just like that. Okay? So that is the snap. Okay. Now, the final one I want to show you, and this is the new to me one. This is my grommet die set. So see, this is very easy. This is not hard at all. And you literally can feel when it has like fixed itself. Sorry, this is all rolling away. You can literally feel it. So, all right. I'm going to put this into the bottom. And this one up into the top. Now, I've not played around with this. I may need to make a bigger hole because my little punch here only gets so big. And that's not going to be big enough for this. But we're going to make a hole. And again, I might have to play with this. So there we go. And I'm going to need this rivet piece and then the back of the rivet, which is this little guy here. like a little ring. Yeah. This part, this thick part here. It's really hard to get all of this into, oops, sorry. So obviously that's not going to fit. You know, there's a big difference between the hole that I need. So I'm actually going to just take some scissors and I'm just going to cut this a little bit. Now, I feel like a template would be ideal. And you could easily draw one by just pushing this down and then drawing like a little template. But since this isn't actually going into, it doesn't need to be perfect. Just want to show you. All right. So this is going to go through that hole like so. And then this ring gets pushed down on top of that, okay? And then we go into the die. And push that down. I had to get some body weight. This is a big one. And there you go. I have a grommet that's set. That's going to be perfect for that little, the little corsets that we're making. Yeah. And honestly, I feel like I did pretty good with trimming as well as far as my hole. So there you go. That's a grommet. And that is how you use this tool. It is very easy. If you want to maybe if you get a little money at Christmas and you want to add to your sewing room, this is a great little tool. I don't have any affiliate with this. And I've just used it and enjoyed it. So check out the links below and let me know if you have any questions. So there you go. That is my new, like one of my new favorite tools now in the sewing room. Again, I've had it for almost a year and I've really only started using it in probably November. So this is your sign. If you have any tools like that in your arsenal, pull them out. Maybe that's a good resolution for you for the new year, is to, play with some of the stuff that you've got in your sewing room that you haven't had time to like really figure out yet. It could be something good to do, and you never know. You may also discover your new favorite tool as well. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you have a great Friday. I hope if you are getting ready to celebrate one of the upcoming holidays, Christmas and Hanukkah, first day of Hanukkah lands on the same day as Christmas this year. So I hope if you're celebrating either of those two holidays that you aren't too stressed, that you have a wonderful time filled with love and peace and joy and friends and family and just some quiet downtime as well. The reason of the season is giving and joy and peace and love. So I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. Get some sewing in this weekend, folks. Self-care is important. And I'll see you guys again on Tuesday. Bye.